You feel anger mostly when you are putting expectations on somebody and that person is not acting or behaving as you want that person to. You feel stress mostly because when you overwhelm yourself with too much of work or too much of pressure or too much of busyness. You feel frustration mostly when you are not able to achieve, or maybe you are not able to be what you want to achieve or where you want to be in your life. Maybe because of some hindrance or obstacles in your life, or maybe because you're still not good enough to own that thing, to experience that thing, or to be at that place. You feel depression in your life mostly when you have nothing interesting to do in your life. When you have when you have lots of free time, when you do not have anything interesting to keep yourself busy in. This is what often leads you into depression. You find yourself in issues with people when you begin interfering into their life. Similarly, you are heartbroken because some XYZ person is not acting or behaving as you expect them to act or behave. So, these are all the roots of the problems you have in your life. If you do not want to be angry and if you do not want to be heartbroken, stop expecting people to act or behave in a way you want. Stop attaching yourself. Heartbreak happens when you emotionally attach yourself with people. So, if you are not emotionally attaching yourself with people, if you learn to stay detached with people, you can never be heartbroken. Similarly, in order to keep yourself stress free, you need to keep on giving yourself a breaks, and time where you can relax and rest, when you can keep yourself free from all of the responsibilities. If you do not want to get into depression, you need to learn to keep yourself busy. You need to find something of your interest and you need to begin keeping yourself busy in that thing. Basically, you need to find a purpose in your life, a purpose in which you can dedicate your life and devote your life fully into something which can fully consume your focus, attention into it. And if you do not want to be frustrated in your life, you need to learn to accept your reality. You need to learn to embrace your truths. Instead of running away from your truths and reality, you need to embrace and you need to be close with your reality and with your truth. So, if you do all of these things, most of the problems that you may have in your life can be fixed. And it is also being said that more than 80 or 90% of the problem that any human have is because of him only, is because of that person only. Simply because of our unawareness and ignorance, we keep on putting or we keep on creating troubles and problems for ourselves. So, if you listen to this video and if you will make yourself aware of the roots of all of the problems you are facing in your life, I've just told you, maybe you are unable to accept your truth. Maybe you are trying to run away from your reality. Maybe you are putting too much of expectations on other. Maybe you have this problem of attaching yourself too emotionally with people pretty quickly. Maybe you are keeping yourself busy in things or in work or in job which you do not find interesting, which does not interest you, which does not make you feel joy about yourself, which you do not love or enjoy doing. And maybe you are trying to be too quick in your life. Maybe you're still not there in your life, but you are still frustrating over achieving those things, enjoying those things, owning those things, having those experiences, being there in that position or place. Maybe you are in too much of hurry for all of these things. So if you tell yourself that you still, there is still a lot more work for you to do on yourself, and there is a still lot more improvements you need to make in yourself before you actually and finally achieve that kind of level in your life. What you are frustrating over, your frustration may end. So all of these problems I am telling you are being created by you. If only you learn to accept your truth, embrace your reality, find a purpose for yourself, something you can fully consume yourself into, something which you enjoy doing, something which you love doing, something which can keep you busy in it all of the time. And then you keep on giving yourself little breaks here and there in order to do something which can make you feel relaxed and which can help you have some some rest in your life. I am telling you, all of the problems of your life are fixed only if you listen to video, only if you listen to this video, and only once you make yourself realize and make yourself aware of all of the roots of the problems that you have in your life. And once you find the solutions, I'm also giving you solution what you need to do. Stay detached with people. Stop expecting from people. Stop interfering too much into somebody else's life. Okay, you do not owe anything to anyone, and you also not God. Okay, you are also not God. So there's no point involving yourself too intensely into others' life. So stop interfering into others' businesses. Let them do whatever. Let them live in whichever way they want to. It is not up to you to fix this society or to fix an individual's life. So do not interfere too much in people's life. Find a purpose for yourself, something which you enjoy doing, something which can fully consume your focus and attention into it, and get yourself busy in it. Keep on finding little breaks to give yourself relax and rest here and there. And that's it. Your life is fixed. This is all what you need to do in your life. You are living your life, not running away from your reality, but being close to it. You know where you stand in your life. You know where you stand in all different departments of your life. And once you know where you stand in all different departments of your life, consequently, you would also know what extra you need to do, what extra effort you need to put in which department of your life to help yourself level up, to make yourself improve in that department. For example, in your finances, you may be making thousands. So, and maybe you have desire to earn lakhs, but until and unless you become good enough to deserve lakhs in your life, you'll not be able to make that much of money. So you need to know this truth and you need to accept this truth. Yes, this is what my reality is, that I am earning thousands. In thousands, I am earning in thousands. This is what my reality is. This is what my truth is. I need to be close to it. I need to embrace it. I do not need to run away from it. And if in spite of being good enough to make thousands, I will keep on aspiring too intensely and too hard to make lakhs in my life, I will bring unnecessary frustration into me. So instead of frustrating over it, if I very calmly begin working on myself to make myself good enough to deserve lakhs in my life, eventually, finally, I will find myself in a place or in a position where I will be making lakhs in my life. It is very much possible, but it is possible only once I change my reality, only once I make asked improvements in my life. So it is good to have desires, it is good to be ambitious, but you need to be ambitious keeping yourself close to your reality. So when you know that this is what you deserve and this is what you want to be, instead of frustrating over it, begin working on yourself, improve yourself, make yourself even better. Begin trying to find ways so that you can level up in your life, and eventually, finally, when you will become good enough to deserve that much of money in your life, you will begin making that much of money in your life. It is bound to happen. It is an inevitable truth of human life. It is bound to happen, but only once you become deserving of it. And you will become deserving of it when you will keep on honing and polishing your knowledge, your skill, your personality. So eventually and finally, you will see that you have leveled up in your life if you will keep on calmly working on yourself, honing your skills, polishing your personality, making yourself good in whatever you are offering to the world, whatever you have chosen for yourself to offer to the world. So these are all the solutions of your life. This is what you need to know and understand, and this is what you need to begin doing in your life. Stay close to your reality, live in your truth, live with your truth. Do not run away from it. Find a purpose for yourself, fully consume yourself into it. Keep working on yourself to make yourself better. Keep on finding a little time here and there to give yourself breaks. Stop expecting from people. Stop interfering into people's life. Stop attaching yourself to emotionally with people. Whatever expectation you want to have from yourself. Whatever attachment you want to make those attachments with yourself. And live as if you are the only person here on this earth. You do not need to interfere into anybody's life, because it does not make any difference. If, for example, I have my friend and he's doing good in his life, what difference is it going to make in my life that my friend is doing good in his life, or maybe he is into problem, maybe my friend is into problem. Tell me, what difference does it make in my life? What difference is it going to make in my life that my friend is in problem? His good time and his bad time does not have any effect on my life. What has effect on my life is my actions, my choices, my decisions, and the results I am producing through my effort. So the results which I am producing in my life through my effort is going to have direct impact on my life. This is what is going to have direct impact on my life. If I'll be doing good, I'll be making good. And if I'll not be doing good enough, I'll not be making good enough. This is what affects my life. This is what affects the trajectory of my life. This is what affects the trajectory of my growth. This is what affects the future of my life, and not what is going on in somebody else's life, even if he or she is my friend. Because in the end, in your life, it is you who are for you. Nobody is going to come to save you. Nobody is going to come to protect you. People may help, people may support. Okay, I'm not saying that nobody is going to help you and support you in any way. No, people may help, people may support, but in the end, it is you who are the protagonist of your story. So the ultimate responsibility need to be taken by you, and direct impact which you will be experiencing in your life will be coming from your effort, will be coming from the efforts which you are producing by your effort in your life. So there's no point wasting your time on others, thinking about them, talking about them, caring about them. It does not make any difference in your life. Your life fully depends on you. So there's no point interfering into others' businesses and wasting your time thinking about them, talking about them. Stay focused on yourself and on your betterment, improvement, and growth. This is what you need to stay focused on, because then only you will be able to help yourself grow and progress. This is what will make you keep on going up and up with time. So this is what you all need to know and understand, and this is what you need to begin doing. And believe me when I'm telling you, more than 80% or 90% of the problems which we have in our life are coming from us. So only once we fix ourselves, our attitude, our mindset, our approach towards life, we will be out of more than 90% of the problems we are facing in our life.